This half of the continent hits different. Let's unlock every single country. Poland, home of Marie Curie, Chopin, and Copernicus. But here's the geography fact most people miss. Poland has the largest castle in the world by land area. Malbork Castle covers over 21 hectares, more than the Vatican. Czechia drinks more beer per person than any other country on Earth. 184 liters per person per year. That's half a liter a day, for every man, woman, and child. Oh, and Prague's astronomical clock has been ticking since 1410. Slovakia, landlocked, tiny, but somehow home to over 1,000 caves. One of them, Damasa Cave, crosses the border underground into Hungary. You can enter in one country and exit in another. Hungary invented the Rubik's Cube, the ballpoint pen, and the hologram. But the weirdest fact? Budapest sits on top of 125 thermal springs. The entire city is basically one giant natural spa. Romania. Yes, Dracula's castle is real. Bran Castle in Transylvania. But Romania's real secret is underground. The Turda salt mine. A 2,000-year-old mine turned into an underground theme park with boats, a Ferris wheel, and a bowling alley. Bulgaria produces over 70% of the world's rose oil. The entire Valley of Roses blooms every May. And a single kilogram of rose oil requires 3 to 5 tons of rose petals. Bulgaria also has the oldest gold treasure ever found. Halfway there. Like this video if you like this facts. Serbia, birthplace of Nikola Tesla. Fun geography fact. Belgrade sits at the exact meeting point of the Sava and Danube rivers, one of the oldest continuously inhabited cities in Europe. And yes, Exit Festival, one of the best music festivals on Earth, happens in a 300-year-old fortress. Croatia invented the necktie. The word cravat comes from Croat. Every time a banker tightens his tie, he's wearing a piece of Croatian history. Slovenia is 58% forest, the third most forested country in Europe. Its capital, Ljubljana, has a dragon on every bridge. According to legend, Jason and the Argonauts killed a monster in this very lake. The city chose to honor it. Bosnia contains the deepest canyon in Europe, the Tara River Canyon, deeper than the Grand Canyon at certain points. It's also one of the few countries in Europe with an Ottoman-era bazaar still fully functioning in the city center. Montenegro literally means Black Mountain. It's one of the smallest countries with a coastline on the Adriatic Sea, yet inside it hides the deepest canyon in Europe and a lake so clean you can drink straight from it. North Macedonia, home to Lake Ohrid, one of the oldest lakes in the world, over 4 million years old. It has species of fish that exist nowhere else on Earth. Oh, and Alexander the Great? His birthplace, Pella, is just across the border in modern Greece, something both countries still argue about. Albania has over 750,000 bunkers, one for every 4 citizens. The communist dictator Enver Hoxha built them across every field, beach, and hillside. They were never used. Today, some are restaurants, hotels, and even art galleries. Kosovo is the youngest country in Europe. It declared independence in 2008. It's still not recognized by every UN member, but it has its own Olympic team, its own currency, and one of the fastest growing economies in the Balkans. Moldova is one of the least visited countries in Europe, and also one of the most wine-obsessed. It has the largest wine cellar in the world, Malesti Mici, with 200 kilometers of underground tunnels filled with 2 million bottles. Belarus is often called the last dictatorship in Europe, but geographically, here's what's wild. The exact geographic center of Europe is located in Belarus, near the town of Polotsk, the heart of the continent. Ukraine is the largest country entirely within Europe, long celebrated as a vital global breadbasket for its massive production of wheat and sunflower oil. Historically, the name Ukraine translates to native land or heartland, a reflection of a deeply rooted identity that Ukrainians defend today with ultimate resilience. Only 3 countries left a plus bonus. Write in comments how many of them you got. Lithuania, the Hill of Crosses, a pilgrimage site with over 100,000 crosses planted by ordinary people over 200 years. Authorities destroyed it twice. People kept coming back to rebuild it. It's still there today. Latvia's capital, Riga, has the largest collection of Art Nouveau architecture in the world. Over 800 buildings. It basically looks like a dream from the early 1900s, frozen in time. Estonia is the most digital country on Earth. You can vote, pay taxes, start a company, and access medical records entirely online. Skype was built here, and 99% of the country is covered in broadband. Bonus country, Georgia. Depending on who you ask, it's in Europe or Asia. But here's the fact. Georgia is the birthplace of wine. Archaeological evidence of winemaking here dates back 8,000 years. Every vineyard in the world traces its roots here. 21 country, one continent, and we've barely scratched the surface. Next week, we're heading to Asia, 48 countries, even bigger secrets. If one of these facts genuinely surprised you, drop it in the comments. I read every single one.